Hello, everyone. I'm Steve Andrews, and I used to be very involved in ufology, the study of UFOs, or UAPs as they're called today. And I had a lot of sightings myself. I got a lot of old papers and magazines and things here in drawers in the apartment I live in, and I go through them from time to time and find things in there. And I found this article that I wrote, which appears to be being published in Aquamarine magazine, issue 8, but I'm not sure what the date is. But anyway, I thought I would like to share it with you. It's titled Flying Saucers and Aliens, a Mystery That Won't Go Away. UFOs really are a mystery that won't go away, whether you believe in them as a reality or dismiss them as hoaxes, delusions, or whatever. These days, there is no need for a UFO flap to get these strange craft into the public arena. For whether there is a governmental cover-up or not, or whether the press choose to give reports coverage, there is simply no getting away from ETs and alien spacecraft, or flying saucers as they used to be called. Any half-decent newsagent often has a whole range of literature displayed on the subject, with glossy magazines showing greys on their covers, prominent in the racks and newsstands. These greys are becoming the standard image for an extraterrestrial being or alien, and everyone today knows what they look like. We find them advertising all sorts of products on T-shirts, as models, on book covers, as toys, in films, and in stage performances, and for an ever-growing number of people worldwide is a reality that they have experienced in their lives, often deeply disturbing them and leaving deep psychological problems and scars. Everyone today has heard about abductions by these ETs, and many books are devoted to the subject. So what does all this mean? Amongst all the wild theories, the fantastic stories, the logical explanations, the arguments of the skeptical, and the firmly held beliefs of very many, and a constantly growing mountain of information and disinformation on the subject, certain facts seem clear to me. First of all, that something or someone is gradually conditioning or programming us to accept, even if only as an image, the appearance of the grey alien, the experience of abduction, and the existence of flying saucers. Secondly, that UFO phenomena are on the increase, and many sources are predicting a steady rise in sightings for the future ahead. Of course, there are very many people who are prophesying landings by the space people and open contact between us and them. Many believe this has already occurred. Personally speaking, I would go along with those of this opinion, and I have believed in and accepted the reality of races of beings from other planets and other dimensions for very many years. For me, when I consider the incredibly vast amount of different life forms we know about on this planet, to say nothing of those we have yet to discover, to believe that we as a race are alone in the never-ending universe would be an unbelievably vain concept and totally illogical reasoning. Many ufologists and conspiracy theorists subscribe to the belief that the US government did a deal with a race of greys, that the greys would be allowed to abduct a certain number of humans and carry out cattle mutilations in exchange for secrets of their craft and their technology. Some say the aliens went back on their word and carried on the abductions and mutilations regardless, without supplying their secrets. Some say the deal was done and is being put into practice, whilst others claim that scientists on Earth developed flying saucers without any help from ETs. Whatever the truth of the matter is, I would say there are high-ranking people who definitely do know what is going on, but are not making this information public for whatever reason. Famed author and abductee Whitley Strieber was recently on Ann Diamond and Nick Owen's TV chat show. He was talking about physical evidence which now most definitely exists, He was referring to implants, which he said were made of boron, electromagnetic and encased in some kind of membrane. He claimed he actually had one in his ear, to the amazement of his hosts. He also stated that he was not saying that these devices were of extraterrestrial origin for certain, but that whatever they are and wherever they come from, they definitely do exist, and that he would be overjoyed to have his implants surgically removed and to discover the true source and purpose of these implants and the alien abduction scenario. Various UFO sightings have come my way in the last few months. In Cardiff, a man called Chris Fowler said he saw 3 white moving lights that he was sure weren't aircraft or planets, and this was reported on Wales on Sunday. Fellow singer-songwriter Simon Rest from Ireland sent me a report of a farmer and a son who witnessed a cigar-shaped object after dark over the ancient site of Newgrange. Also, I have heard that much UFO activity has carried on in the American continents despite lack of coverage in our press. Someday soon we will get the answers to it all, and the sooner the better, I would say. But for now, the mystery of the UFO continues apace. So there we are. That's an article that I once wrote called Flying Saucers and Aliens, a Mystery That Won't Go Away. I hope you enjoyed that and found it interesting. Thank you for watching. I am Steve Andrews.